Hello everyone. Welcome to switispeaks official YouTube channel. This is resume building series where we are learning how to build a good resume which has the capability of getting shortlisted. And we are seeing the resumes for different scenarios. Today we are going to see a resume for a person who has completed masters in VLSI and looking for opportunities in VLSI domain. Let's go through each and every section of the resume and then I'll explain you how they are formatted and how the information is mentioned in each and every format and how you should take it further. Let's get started. First section always is your name and the contact details. The name of the person should be on top and full name should be there. Then will come the contact detail. In contact detail, what are the necessary things which you should put? Three things. First is location. Location means only city. No need to put the complete detail. Just the city is enough. Then your phone number. And if you want, you can specify alternate phone number also if you have two phone numbers. Then your email ID. And I always recommend you should give a link to your LinkedIn profile. Why? Because we have very limited space in resume. We have to cover all important details in one page in resume. So whatever more details are there, which are also important, but you can't cover here, they can be covered in your LinkedIn profile. And usually recruiters do check your LinkedIn profile. That's why I always recommend you should put the link of your LinkedIn profile also at the top along with the contact details. And when the person gets your resume and they click on this link, it should take them to your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that this link is working. So this is your contact section. Clear? Next, you should always have a career objective or whatever you can name it, professional goal, whatever. At least one line you should give. What details it will give? If you are just a fresher, it will give whether you are graduate or postgraduate. If you are experienced, it will give how many years of experience you have in what domain, and then what kind of opportunities you are looking for. These kind of important details should be covered here. I always recommend keep your resume very simple. No need to use very complicated words. It's not required. What matters more is your skills. And if you are a fresher, what kind of projects you have done. If you are experienced, what kind of work experience you have. These are the things which matter a lot. That's why no need to use complicated English words. Now here, if you see in one line, the person has tried to cover that he or she has completed graduation in electronics. They are skilled in VLSI, looking to join a team of VLSI professionals. It means they are looking for job opportunities in VLSI domain. These are the important things covered in this one line, which you can call career objective. The next important thing is, now since this person is a fresher, educational background matters a lot. Once you have attained 3+ years of experience, I had shared one resume sample in the previous lectures in this series, which is resume building series uploaded on switispeaks official YouTube channel. There we had seen one resume of a person with around 3 years experience. And since that person had 3+ years experience, I had kept education towards the bottom, because once you cross 3+ years experience, education doesn't matter a lot. Your work experience matters more. That's why your skills and work experience come at the top and education comes at the bottom. But at a fresher level, educational degree does matter a lot. Even some companies do have restriction on what minimum CGPA you should have to apply as a fresher. That's why education does matter a lot in for a fresher level. So we will keep it at the top. Now the person is bachelors. So we have specified three important degrees. One is bachelors in electronics, second is HSC and SSC marks. So whatever is your degree, bachelor in electronics and communications, from whatever university you did, then you can give some space, and the duration also can come in the same line, and your CGPA. Here, if you see, we are trying to cover everything properly. It doesn't look cluttered also. Please take a note. It doesn't look bad or untidy. It looks neat and clean. We have used proper spacing, and we had tried to cover in minimum number of lines. So here, if you see, within 3 lines, I have covered BE, which is bachelor's, then HSC as well as SSC marks, the year of passing, percentage or CGPA. All this is covered in minimum space. The next important thing which should come is your skills. As I have said, my preference is to organize the skills in different sections. That's what I always do. So for this person, they have organized into 4 different bullet points. First is skills which are related to design. They know about RISC-V because they have done a project in RISC-V. Then they know digital electronics, computer architecture, analog microprocessors, microcontrollers. Then some things they know in VLSI, they have done a project on FPGA, so they know. They have done a course related to VLSI design where they learned RTL design. That's why they put it. Then Verilog, system Verilog, and this person has started learning UVM. So they have put UVM basics also. Next thing which will come is the other languages. All of us do learn C and C++, and this person has also learned scripting. I always recommend, even at the fresher level, you should know at least one scripting language, because whatever job role you take in VLSI, be it front end or back end, everyone does use scripting at some point or the other. That is why scripting skill is very good to have in your resume. It will make your resume more relevant. And then this person has done some project wherein they have used these tools, Questa, Sim and Vivado, which they have put in the skill sets in under the tools section. The next point which will come for the fresher will be projects, whatever academic projects they have done in college. Now see how the person has organized. First, they have written the title of the project. Now see, the title is also very well described. They have done design and simulation of 5-stage RISC-V data path. They have done a project on RISC-V data path. RISC-V, which part they have done project on? Data path. And how many stage pipeline was it? 5 stage. What kind of project they have done? They had done some design and simulation project. And then they have also mentioned the duration for which they did the project, language which they used, and the tools. Then they have described the project. They have designed the microarchitecture for multi-cycle processor. It means this processor can complete multiple instructions in a single clock cycle. And they have used instruction sets from a RISC-V International. This is something which everyone can access, RISC-V International document. And they have done this project using systemverilog. They have created a design which is capable of eliminating various data hazards. As you know, in computer architecture series also I have covered about this. I have also covered about 5-stage pipeline. If you have not gone through, you can go through. There is a computer architecture series which is already uploaded on switispeaks official YouTube channels. You can find information about 5-stage pipeline, and we have also talked about various hazards, out of which data hazards is one category. There are various kind of data hazards possible. I can give you one example. One example of data hazard is read after write. Read after write. It means you are reading from a location after write, but when you are when the write is done and after that the read has come, by that time the new data which was written was not completed, the return was not completed and the read instruction came. In such scenarios, what will happen? The old data will be read. This is a data hazard, one kind of data hazard. There are many more kind of data hazards. You can go through the video lecture which is uploaded in computer architecture series in switispeaks official channel. We have talked about hazards. So this person has created a design which is capable of eliminating various data hazards. Then the person has created random test cases to simulate and test the design in various scenarios in which data hazards can occur. The next project which the person has done is design and verification of APV protocol. The duration, the languages used and the tools used are also mentioned. Now, APV protocol is a very huge protocol. Everyone can't design everything. So they have specified what they have designed. They have designed only 3 states which are idle, setup and access for APV protocol using Verilog language. Then they have verified the design in with or without wait states. In both these scenarios, they have verified the design for these 3 states, idle, setup and access, with and without wait states using systemverilog test bench. Next is design and implementation of 8-bit ALU on FPGA. This person has done the ALU design using FPGA. This is the duration, the language which they have used and the tool. Now you see the details. The ALU they have designed, how many bits, that also they have mentioned. It is 8-bit. Then in the description, develop the 8-bit ALU on FPGA using Verilog, thereby showcasing expertise in FPGA programming. If you check the projects properly, it is not using too much space, but still all the important details like the coding languages used, tools used, what exactly you have done in that project, what have you achieved, all these things are still very clear. It doesn't look untidy, it doesn't look cluttered, still it covers all the important details. That's how your resume should be: neat, tidy, crisp and clear. Next, this person has done some certification. They had a VLSI design course organized in their college, which they have done. It was a 30-day VLSI course, and the skills which they have acquired, that also they have mentioned: digital design, Verilog, system Verilog and RTL design. So they would already have the course completion certificate for that, and it is a relevant course for VLSI. That's why they have put it in the resume. Then this person really has some good achievements. That's why they have mentioned it. They have qualified gate with very good AIR. That's why they have mentioned it. If you have qualified gate, especially with a very good AIR, you should mention it. It is a good achievement. Then since this person has good knowledge of RISC-V architecture, they did conduct a workshop on RISC-V to train the juniors. This is also very good achievement. Then they did present a paper. Their paper got shortlisted in IEEE conference held in 2024, and they even presented a paper there. That is also a very good achievement because not all papers get selected in IEEE. It should meet certain standards. To summarize, at the top, you will have your contact details, full name and contact details. Contact details should have just your location, city, your contact number. You can put alternate contact number as well. Your email ID, which is active and which you check regularly. Your LinkedIn profile link. Make sure the link is working and make sure your LinkedIn profile is updated. Then at least one line should come about your career objective, in which you will mention if you are a recent graduate, what are you, a graduate or postgraduate, what kind of skills you have and what kind of opportunities you are looking for. Then will come the education. Since you are a fresher, your education matters, so keep it at the top. And since this person is bachelors, they have mentioned bachelors, HSC and SSC. And you see they have used not much space and still they have covered everything properly. Then skills, as I like, I always segregate into bullet points, so that's how the skills are organized. Then projects, very well organized, and it covers all important details like language use, Vivado, what project you have done is mentioned in the title, and what you have achieved in the project. Then certifications, whatever are relevant, and any good achievements which can add value to your resume. This is how you should create a resume for a bachelor who is looking for VLSI opportunities. I hope this gave you at least an understanding of how to create a resume. And using this as a reference, you can now create a resume for yourself. If you have any doubts in creating the resume, or if you want me to cover any other sample, please put it in the comment section. Or if you have other doubt also for resume, please put it in the comment section. I'll pick it and I'll cover these in the upcoming lectures. Thank you and stay tuned to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel.